going on YouTube? Figured I'd give you guys a quick general update, especially some pretty big news on the right, which you guys can see. It is in fact off of the frame technically. It's not bolted in anymore, and it is up out of its original spot. What's left to do on it is pretty much just to get the motor off of it completely, is to take the muffler and stuff off, get the carburetor cables and stuff unplugged, and a couple other wires over there on the other side where you can see that red wire. That's the solenoid over there, and then that other wire going just directly across from it is the starter cable. So I need to unhook that. I have the battery and stuff unhooked already. Battery's actually sitting over there. So this is pretty big news because, like I said in the other videos, if y'all have been following so far, I have to take the deck off, a bunch of another belt, a bunch of other bolts. I had a couple mistakes along the way and have to wait for tools and stuff that I've had to go and buy whenever I've got a chance in between work. So getting the motor off itself has become a really big achievement. I could not get the PTO clutch to slide off before I pulled it up out of there, which I found out why. Let's see. You see that little hole right there that I'm trying to get it to focus in on? That right there is one of those holes, you know, that has an Allen head in it. I'm pretty positive that is. I've not even double checked that, guys, but just an advance for you. If you go to pull something like this or any of them apart that has that, check for that clutch piece on the top and see if it has one, because I think that's the reason mine didn't slide off, even with using a bar up in between it like this. I mean, I was literally like that going with it, and it did not budge at all. I think the only thing I did was actually knock some stuff loose as far as like debris and stuff goes with that. But there's that going on. The gasket should be in for the SRM 2000. I'm hoping they'll come in here in the next couple days while I'm waiting for parts. I will try to get this motor completely off of there today. Go buy me a thing of Ziploc bags and stuff to keep every bolt and stuff in that comes out of the motor. The rest of the bolts, I know where they go to because they're literally all different sizes and will only line up in certain places. So I know where those bolts go. I've got 4 bolts come out of the motor, and there's 8 that come off that hold the deck on the back and 2 on the front. And there's some little odd end bolts for like wires and stuff like that that I know are all there. They're all either in this box or right up underneath the mower. So there's that going on as well. Hopefully I'll get this tore completely apart tonight, get the part, the rebuild kit ordered for it, get it in at the beginning of next week, and maybe on one of my slow days like today, I'll be able to completely, you know, put everything back together. I got a buddy, it's a diesel mechanic for Cummins, and about 30 minutes up the road from us at one of their main factory headquarter places. So he told me if I needed any help putting the pistons and stuff, you know, putting the rings on the pistons and stuff inside the cylinder heads, he said call him, and he said he'll come over and help. So once we get that done and get that out of the way and I get the motor running, one of the spindles out back I think is seized up where it hasn't been used in so long. I don't think it has a bad bearing in it, because if it had a bad bearing, it'd at least have some type of play in it. It don't have any play in it at all. And the other one was the same way, and I pumped a couple shots of grease in it and got it to turn, but I ran out of grease before I could pump the other one. I'm gonna try to pump up the other one and see if I can get it to turn. If not, then I'm pulling both of them apart anyways, and cleaning them out, checking the bearings and stuff in them. If they need new bearing kits, I will order them after the motor is running. That's a tip for y'all. Any extra parts that don't involve a certain project that you've taken on, do not order until the project that you've started first is finished. When I'm saying that, what I mean is, don't order spindles and like maybe a hydro pump or something like that, some big dollar items before that is fixed, you know what I mean? You can order like a new air filter for it and new plugs and stuff, because you need all that whenever you first put it in. And you know, that kind of stuff that's a necessity. But I learned my lesson on that with one of these steel saws. I have an MS-180 for y'all that have been following me since from like 2 years ago. Well, remember I tried rebuilding one. I got it to run, but it will only run wide open. If I hold it in, other than that, it will not run. So that's just a little tip for y'all. And then the last little bit of news I guess I've got going on is I was talking to Brian this morning about it. I found a Toro 48 Pro line. It's relatively decently new. It's not like brand new or I think anything above 2010. But the guy is buying all new equipment, has a ton of walk behinds and stuff, and he's sold almost all of them except for this one so far. It just needs TLC. He said it runs and cuts good, doesn't really burn any oil. If that's true to what it is, I'm gonna go and pick it up. I'll either trade a shotgun I got for it, or if he wants cash, I'll give him cash. But we've talked about trading a shotgun for it. I paid $300 for the shotgun I'm trading him, so if I can get the mower for that, I will go ahead and trade it because I can buy another one of those shotguns for 300 bucks. I mean, I've got a ton of them upstairs anyways, but that's pretty much it for right now, y'all. Other than the truck, I don't know if I even included that in the last video. I don't even remember what all I said in the last video. I bought a work truck that I'm gonna do a little bit of work to as far as like exterior goes, wheels and getting the paint and stuff touched up on it. Yes, it is gonna be a work truck, but I still want the paint and stuff touched up. It's a Dodge 1500 Hemi. Tows good and stuff. Bought it off my uncle. I gotta go get it Tuesday or Sunday and give him $2,000 down on it. I'm gonna pay him 4 payments of 500 bucks to pay off of $4,000 for it. It's got 100 and some thousand miles on it. It's like 130 something. I mean, it's relatively in pretty good shape. It's gonna be a good work truck and it'll do fine. And once I get rid of my big 3/4 ton Chevy out here for now, until I get a diesel in the spring, and then I will keep using it as a work truck and use the diesel as more of a daily driver type deal when I'm not at work, or if I have to tow bobcats or a dual axle trailer or something, then I'll use it for that. But until the next update, this is all I got for y'all now. So yeah, just keep an eye out for the next update. Probably if I get the motor tore down tonight, I may do another video tonight. But if not, then I'll make another video here in the next couple days giving y'all an update with it. I'm trying to stay posted on this stuff. So, I mean, that's all I've got for now. So don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll talk to y'all soon.